Oh, hey, adventurer. Greetings. Welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I'm your dungeon master. My name's Anthony Reed. We're just chilling, you know? We're just having a good time. You, me, everyone else. It's just us. It's just us. And while it's just us, let me give you a little secret, all right? Let me give you the down low. If you go to patreon.com/adventure, if you become a patron of the podcast, that means you give a little money each month. And in exchange, we do cool stuff. Stuff like bonus episodes. These episodes are so important because they've got special guests. They are canon, so everything that happens in them is unfortunately real. And even beyond that, I like to drop a lot of world lore in there. So maybe if you've been listening since the first campaign and you're wondering things like, hey, I wonder if the Lich has any sort of impact on this world, aside from maybe the really obvious one and the Deadlands. Well, hey, guess what? There's stuff happening, and you should check it out. Maybe you're like, hey, everyone keeps talking about this fish war. What's going on with this fish war? Hashtag fish war over at the Patreon, patreon.com/adventure inc. You should check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. If you're already a patron, you know you enjoy it. I didn't have to tell you that just now because you've continued to be a patron. If you stop being a patron because you didn't enjoy it, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it. I don't know if that qualifies as anybody here, but, raise your hand, I guess. Just let me know. I'm sorry. All right. You don't have to let me know. It's probably a very socially awkward thing to ask you to do. I apologize for it. I'm not deleting it. Why? Because we're buds here. We're just all talking. We're just listening to each other tell you about the Patreon. That's what I'm doing. I'm listening. You're listening to me. I'm not listening to you right now. You know? I could be, I guess, but I'm not. If you go to the Discord, I could read what you type, which is sort of the same. All right, that's all for today. Let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and scoundrels, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Belroth, the ranger.
She's a Grimalkin, but that's understood. No pets allowed, even though she's not a pet. I will wait outside. Everyone, if anyone needs anything, I am outside.
Skarpin, the cleric.
Should I just try and snipe them from over here?
Yeah, okay. I did say they were as good as dead. I would hate for my, to break my word on our first contract as Adventure Incorporated.
Ellori, the bard.
We would want you to leave this warehouse.
He points behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Church.
Oh, sorry. We want you to leave this church.
Deeran, the wizard.
He say you no worship Shattered Fang.
Yeah, man, he's like super wrong. We love Broken Tooth, Shattered Fang, man.
Prepare yourselves, for these are the tales of Adventure Incorporated. Hello! One of the turtles hanging off the back of this caravan shouts out toward the little temple that you're standing outside of, and waving emphatically. Skarpin, you're pretty sure this is your dad.
Hey, Dad, over here.
What?
Yeah,
Is that you, Skarpin?
I'm back. I'm here. I'm here, my brother.
Oh, did you get that thing fixed?
No. I still half dead. But
Oh.
yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, I know. This is the first time I'm seeing you after, but I tried to prepare you in the letters. Is Mom still disappointed in me for leaving, or is she feel bad for me now that I'm half dead?
The car rolls up and your father hops down. Describe your father for people.
He is just like a pudgy, large, but round turtle. He's short, but he's just really thick. He's stout.
I like the idea that he's got like rolls poking out between his shell.
Yeah, like a dad turtle bud.
Oh my goodness.
A fat turtle is the cutest image I've ever thought of.
Oh yeah, he is jolly. He is the more understanding and kind of warm member of the
Google fat turtle.
I googled it.
Warm of the Nightholders, and while he wanted Skarpin to stick around and join the family business of dream hunting and such, he understands Skarpin's motives to go see the world.
So Heath Nightholder, he says, well, your mother, I wouldn't say that this particular predicament made her opinion of you heading off into the world better.
Yeah, no, that's a reasonable thing, because she said, "Oh, be careful, don't let anything happen," and I let this happen, and it's pretty significant, yeah. But I'm also doing the other stuff too with the demons, so I got so much to tell y'all.
Oh, I don't think she's gonna like that. Don't tell her.
Well, maybe I'll butter her up first. How have you been? How's the clan?
Oh, tell her you met someone that's doing all the things that you've done.
Okay, yeah, I could do that, and I'm rescuing them, saving them, trying to tell them.
Whoa, I don't know. That would be too dangerous. You're just hearing about it. Hearing about it later.
I'm learning the stories and gathering the information. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. That's a safe job.
That's good. I'm basically just standing outside and watching them almost get murdered every day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Clan's great.
Good.
The Nightholder clan's doing fantastic. We stopped last night. We had a great fire, a delicious meal just out of town. I wish you'd been around. It would have been so nice.
Yeah, no, well, I'm glad you're here. It worked out perfect timing.
Deeran is like, he overhears that and just turns around and leaves.
Wait,
Skarpin notices Deeran leaving.
Deeran, before you go, I want you to meet my dad.
Oh, cool, man. Hey.
Oh,
I'm Deeran.
Hey, Deeran, and he goes to hug you.
Yeah, Deeran hugs him.
He's like, oh, any friend of Skarpin's is family. You're a Nightholder now. Welcome.
See, you hear that, Deeran?
You're more Nightholder than Skarpin is. He's half dead, and you're all alive.
It's true. It's true.
Ellori was about to walk into the conversation to get her hug and to get called a Nightholder, and then when he says that, she kind of slinks back a little bit.
Deeran loves it.
Oh no, you too! And he makes you come in.
She smiles without her teeth, which is really hard. We were at the gym last night, and I tried to do that. I tried to just smile, but I had just taken a drink of water, and all of the water came out the side of my mouth. So it's not an easy thing to do to smile without your teeth.
Just keep your mouth closed.
No, but if the corners of my mouth are up, they're open. See?
Oh yeah.
Huh. Do I just have a weird mouth? Listeners, smile without your teeth and let me know if water comes out of your mouth.
I'm imagining Steph do the gummy smile, when you put your lips over your teeth. Hey.
It
worked fine.
That's not it. That I would know not to do if I had water in my mouth.
All right, listeners.
The other one was a surprise.
You heard her. Tweet at the Adventure Inc. Twitter account with the pictures of yourself smiling with water in your mouth, and let us know how it goes.
And no teeth.
No teeth.
No teeth allowed.
Yeah, but say you're smiling about this episode. We'll just have a wall of creepy, no teeth smiles.
Yeah, we'll put a collage together. It'll be the new show picture on all the podcatchers.
Everyone will see just how weirdly happy people are listening to this show.
Do you want to feel
Honestly,
like they
I think that feels accurate.
And he says, "Oh, Skarpin, I love your two friends. I can't. That's so wonderful."
Wait,
Belroth
there's
is
more.
sulking in the corner.
Wait,
Yeah,
Belroth, where are you?
hello, nice to meet you.
Bring Freya.
Oh, and yes, this is Freya. This is she's a Grimmelkin.
Whoa, okay, that's enough. That's close enough.
Oh, okay.
Dad, no, this is a good cat. I know you have that phobia, but I thought you'd be over it.
I don't believe you. Nope.
It's very
You don't
friendly.
Don't believe you.
It's not. Mr. Nightholder, this isn't a cat. This is actually a different species entirely than a cat. So it is It is good.
Yeah, it's a monster killer cat, Dad. It's very different. It's not,
Why
not
would
like
you-
a typical house cat.
Why would you say those words? That's also inaccurate.
Freya, what do you think?
I mean, I've seen it kill.
A lot.
Oh yeah, she's good at killing.
Right?
Freya is
Yeah, okay. Yep. Maybe too close already, actually. If we could just...
Dad.
She's
Back it
also
off
good
a
at
little bit.
snuggles, though.
Oh, so
Freya
good.
is
Yeah,
on the
okay.
ground, like rolling and like showing her belly and like very much being very playful.
So cute.
Deeran sidles up next to Mr. Nightholder, and he puts a Freya snack from his coat into Skarpin's dad's hand, and he goes,
Oh, he eats it. Oh!
Dad, Deeran, you gotta be more clear with food around us.
That's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
"Yeah, man, check it out. So it's one for me, one for you. Hold on, I'm struck my teeth. And then there's one for Freya too. So like, check it out." And Deeran hands Mr. Nightholder another one.
Yeah, Heath looks at it and just like throws it.
Freya's very excited. Starts like kind of comes up close to him and starts like
As soon as he does, like Heath backs up.
he's trying
like,
to, she's trying to
just
rub up
backs
against him, but is
No,
more,
no, backs away.
more
Just
into
so-
the than him.
hops back up onto the thing. He's
Deeran tosses him another Freya snack.
Nope, I'm all set. Thank you.
No, that one's for you, man.
Oh, he scuttles down to grab it,
Jumped off the
snatch
car.
it up into his.
I told you, man. It's one for you, one for me, one for Freya. And
So-
so Deeran eats another one. And then he tosses the next one to Freya.
So unfortunately, because Mr. Nightholder has not expressed any interest in Freya, Freya is fascinated and wants to be best friends.
Oh, yeah, he keeps climbing like higher up onto the caravan, like just trying to get like higher away from Freya.
A cat that big purring must like shake the cart, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Hey, Dad, where's Diakin and Mom?
I can't. I literally can't. I can't even think about that right now.
All right.
Get this thing away.
Freya, come down.
Freya does not come down. Freya is now perched up a little bit on the. He's sitting down, purring very loudly.
Why's that thing growling at me?
It's so loud.
All right, and Belroth like picks it up as best he can, and like, you know, two zombie arms come out, the zombie cat arms, where it's just like,
Skarpin's dad's head is like tucked down in the shell, like just his eyes are poking out. And he's like, "Okay, they're in the caravan down the way. I'm your brother. Well, he got hurt the last time we stopped somewhere, and so we're tending to that. But he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He just needs rest."
How hurt? Because I was looking forward to making fun of him. So how hurt?
Oh, yeah, too hurt for that. Yes.
That might-
It's real sad. It's sad. We're hoping he gets to keep the arm, but for now,
Sure.
we're just letting him rest it off.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay.
Well, actually, I'm hoping that here we can get, here at the High Basilica, Thricewarn might be able to help us with that.
Yeah, he was very unhelpful with my problem, but he might be able to help you with yours. That'd be good.
Yeah, he's like, hit or miss.
Yeah. He seems getting old. He didn't even notice. I was half dead. I didn't point it out though because I wanted to see. But then he was squinting at me a lot. So
I will say, if you stand like one way, it kind of just looks like shadows, But then if you stand the other way, it's pretty obvious.
yeah, I must have been standing the other way, or the first way.
Yeah, maybe.
Right. Oh, it's so good to see you, Dad.
It's good to see you, son. I missed you. Oh, I'm sad you went and did all that stuff, but I'm glad you went and did stuff.
No, that's true. A lot of it is very scary and terrifying, and the world's almost ending. So,
Don't tell your mother that. Oh,
yeah,
don't
no,
tell her.
right. I gotta.
She can't handle it.
Zip. Yeah, we'll chat later though, because it's real bad.
From the back of the train, as it has stopped, right? This train of wagons, a turtle hops out, and she says, "What's going on down there?" And Heath turns and he's like, Conifer, it's our boy. And Conifer comes running down and she's like, Skarpin, what are you doing here?
Mom, it's so good to see you.
He goes for a hug.
Oh yeah, she hugs him, and then there is as she wraps around you, and then she like opens her eyes. She has like you can feel a tension, like she tenses up, and then she finishes hugging you, and she steps back and she says, "You look bad. You look bad."
I was trying to stand a certain way so you wouldn't notice, but you got me, Mom. You can't slip anything past you.
She pats you on your live cheek.
This was an accident. This wasn't anything dangerous, Mom. The Deadlands are not as bad as they say.
Did you think I thought it was on purpose?
Well, no, but I just wanted to give an explanation that sounded pretty benign. But I'm doing a lot of other safe things, too. I'm doing a lot of observations. I've been in the dream and observing and learning quite a bit.
I don't know if you should be going in the dream in your state.
Oh, no, it seems to help. There's kind of benefits. If I eat a whole corpse, then I actually feel much stronger.
She drops her eyebrows at you, like into a glare. And she reaches into a pack at her side and she says, I think I have some herbs in here. We can test how it works in the dream. If we use the right combination here for a nice tea. And she's like pulling apart some strands and leaves and like getting them ground up in her hands.
Deeran and Ellori Belroth, this is my mom.
It's nice to meet you.
This is Mrs.
Yeah,
Nightholder.
it's nice to meet you,
Nice
Mrs.
to meet
Nightholder.
She goes in for hugs all around.
Well, I assume
She
it's
says-
a triple hug at this point. Just a
Yeah. She grabs all three of you and pulls you
Skarpin
in.
hugs the outside of all of them.
She goes, welcome to the Nightholder clan. And then she just goes back to grinding stuff in her palm.
So Mom, I'm doing a lot. We're actually a party. We work for Adventure Incorporated. We're the Expedition Society of Sleeping and Adventure.
very good.
Oh, that sounds nice. Expeditions to sleep different places. I'm not sure about the adventuring, but sleeping is good.
Yeah, it is. And I've been using everything you taught me and staying safe, so no problems at all.
I'm going to go brew up this tea, and I have to check on your brother. He's not very well.
Is he well enough now where I can make fun of him?
Do not make fun of your brother, Skarpin. Even when he's well. You always have the upper hand
so
in those conversations,
sensitive.
and it doesn't work very well in his favor.
So sensitive. I don't, okay, fine. All right. So are you heading here to give report to Thriceworn about the over the past year, what you've learned?
Your father says, "Oh yes, we've come in. It's the time of year that we come here and meet up. Well, I guess I don't know if it's really the time of year, but we've managed to make our way back for this time of year. It's our time of year.
It's true. Anytime we arrive, it seems to be
It's the time of year
time
for
of
that.
year.
Yes.
Excellent.
We've come to tell our stories and to share what we have learned, though I fear it's precious little this time. The roads have not been as hospitable as we once hoped they might be.
Oh no,
People seem scared.
yeah. Have they been giving you trouble? Have you seen any demons out there?
Demons?
Yeah.
He looks at Belroth. And then back at you.
No, similar but different. Like more scary.
And then
He looks at Freya and then back at
Skarpin
you.
also looks at Freya at the same time.
Different and dissimilar, but like no real demons, Dad.
I don't know about real demons.
Oh, I got so much to tell you. Mom's gone. Maybe we can talk now, or should we talk later about all the terrible things happening?
Yeah, let's talk now. he like just sits down on the front porch of the thing. Is like you see all kinds of turtles coming out and like breaking down the caravans and like setting up a little space nearby in one of the spaces that is often nomadic groups come through, and they set up little like campsites. So they're getting ready to set up the campsite and take down the caravan.
So, Dad, Deeran and Ellori, Belroth, can you fill in the blanks if I miss some stuff? It's probably there's so much going on. So I guess where to begin? So there's demons, Dad.
So I'll put a pin in this and say, is there anything you aren't like anything you're really specifically avoiding telling your dad about?
Skarpin has been so open, and the Song of Creation, I think, is the only thing that Skarpin has acknowledged that we should not tell everybody. But he will be telling everything unless somebody jumps in and stops him and like interrupts or diverts him.
Anyone intend to do that as he talks to his dad?
No,
Like standing stones or like everything.
Oh, I guess not standing stones.
Yeah, every time you go to mention a thing that we're not supposed to say, Deeran goes, I don't... And that's about as much as he can muster. It's like, should we...
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Does Skarpin just blow through that, or does he
I
stop?
feel like it distracts him enough where he skips that part of the story and just jumps to the next part of what he was going to say, like because as if Deeran completed his thought.
Cool.
So in the end,
in the end, we're back here, and Belroth's girlfriend Amelia is really sick, and we came here trying to get better, but Thriceworn couldn't do it, and then Lord Obadiah Matrix, he couldn't even heal her. He cast this kind of disappointing spell, actually, but cast this powerful spell and couldn't do it. So here we are.
Yeah, he didn't even call Gregor.
Yeah.
Like we asked him to.
Yeah.
Said he did, but didn't.
He listens to all of this, stroking the scales on his face as you tell him the story. And then he says, "Your story is very strange.
Thanks.
It reminds me of things."
I feel like it's a pretty original story, Dad. We were pretty unique in our task here, and the demons haven't been around for a while, and even Launier didn't even know what the demons were. What do you mean?
Those Fey folk, they think they were the first ones wandering around here. My ancestors, they walked these lands far before that. The touched. Ugh.
Dad, you know about like the time before the Fae came? Like you knew about that?
Son, that's our people's stories come from those times.
Huh.
On the islands far to the north. Before the others woke up.
Huh.
They say in the earliest of days, the times our stories that predate our stories, the stories of our stories. Those days, we were slow of mind. We didn't move like the people down here did. We lived short, pointless lives, hard lives on the ocean. We didn't get counted among those who built cities and monuments and cultures. And then they went silent, and our people were all that had their minds. And so we built from a space above where they were, until those beings of golden light came and woke them all up. And we stayed on our islands until the islands were no more. Yes, we have stories from those times, but they are few. That was the long, long ago. And while we have become longer lived, the stories, they did not last as many generations as we'd hoped. And now, of course, we all suffer the same from our memories, as all of these mainlanders do.
So the turtles didn't lose. We didn't lose our spark when the Titans sacrificed themselves to create the Demon Stone.
No, we were not part of whatever that power came to bring.
Wow.
I think about the stories I know from those old days, from those times well forgotten. And I think about the reasons why we look at the gods the way that we do. And I think that maybe for a time we knew the gods when no one else knew them. And they reflected that.
Yeah, when we were back in time, we nobody even had heard of Oleander, and I don't know, I kind of like to think that they were just kind of walking around, just living their life, being really cool and having parties and stuff.
Oh no, we know the story of when they came to this place.
Oh, I should have listened more. Tell it.
These are old stories. Stories we don't tell around the fire because they're sort of boring. But
Belroth perks up.
They don't have morals or characters or things that all the good stories have.
Belroth is nodding.
Instead, they are the histories. No, everyone likes the farces, and no one likes the histories.
Deeran's consoling Ellori.
Yeah, she's kind of just like, she's just confused. Like, she's not even upset. So she kind of like, when Deeran pats her on the shoulder or whatever, she's like, what? It's like, she's very confused because it's not processing yet.
Oh, but let's see if I can remember. It's been a good 30 years since I've had to hear this story or tell it. But in the times after the mainland went quiet and the people roamed like beasts, that was when the first of the gods came to this place. This was long before the Golden Ones came to claim the land. No, the gods came here to try and understand what this place they were connected to was, for they have always had a connection to our world. I think they called, the first one is the dragon was the first one to arrive. And he came and saw and felt our praise of him. And for a while he took the form of a turtle, a great turtle, to honor us. He carried the lands upon his back and dragged us closer to them.
Deeran spits out his drink.
Looks at Deeran, yeah.
I knew it, man!
He did.
Our islands moved closer to the mainland so we could take part in its resources and its bounty.
So not, just to be clear, not the Demon Islands, the Turtle Islands.
Yes, the long sunken islands.
Okay. Belroth looks at Deeran because he's right still.
I'm just saying, man, the existence of one doesn't disprove the existence of another.
It almost
Doesn't
supports
prove the
it.
existence of another. That's not how science works.
Deeran points at Scarpa when he says this almost proves it. He's like, "That's my point, man."
Evidence, Belroth.
For what?
I'm just saying, we can't say it's not a
Science.
possibility now.
In those days, the turtles fought fiercely against our biggest competitor for resources, the Tritons. We fought over the same waterways. And when they moved our islands, when the gods moved our islands closer to the mainland, well, then we could swim across and gather food and things from the northern parts of this mainland. And we no longer had to fight with the Tritons for the resources of the ocean. And off they went. But slowly we became more and more dependent on the mainland until we are as we are today. just wanderers upon its face. Our own island's now reclaimed by the Tritons.
Oh, wow. That was a cool story, Dad. You're so good at that.
That was a cool story.
Wait, wasn't this the story of the gods, though?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was it?
Well, Herix is one of the celestial hosts.
Oh, yeah, he's a dragon, he's a god, he was here
There we
first.
go.
That's what I was saying. And then the others came, and they, well, you know, sort of, they weren't like walking around and talking. The stories say they would speak in the minds and hearts of the turtles, and the turtles would speak back with their prayers. And so the world was shaped by these discussions back and forth. You know, not with their mouths, but with their hearts and their souls.
And their thoughts.
Yeah, thought talking.
Right? See?
Yes, prayers. They're prayers. What shaped the world? I don't know. It's a bunch of them. It was boring.
I don't know.
He's exactly a dad telling a story. Your grandfather was in the war, and that's where he met. That's where he met your uncle, and your uncle
Our
was.
islands had to swim on the backs of turtles uphill both ways in the cold water.
I'm sorry, I forgot what was this? What was I telling his story about again? Anyways, meatloaf's
wait.
ready.
The old things. The old things your story reminds me of. That wasn't even the old things your story reminds me of. That's just other old boring things. The old things your story reminds me of. The stories that we never did this with you and your brothers because it's cruel and it's terrible.
I'm listening.
When I was a kid, the elder turtles of the village would gather everyone around, all the little children, and they would tell them spooky stories to keep them in line. They would say, "Oh, if you're not good, if you don't behave yourself, then the gray one will come. And when the gray one comes, you'll just you won't be able to misbehave. She forces you to pay attention, and she'll wrap your knuckles, and then and you will have no choice."
Ellori looks at Belroth. Isn't that the bedtime stories you got?
Well, very similar. We didn't have the gray one. I think we had a different name, but it's not too dissimilar. There was more disembowelment in ours, but that's okay.
Is it?
Depends.
Was it?
Well, I feel like there's many cultures that tell spooky stories to their children. It's all harmless and.
It's not harmless. It's a terrible decision. Don't do it.
Thanks, Dad, for not telling me those stories. Although it would have sped up our kind of knowledge gathering over the last several months.
I don't think so. I think you would have been too... Remember, Skarpin, you are shaped to be who you are. You'd be a totally different person. These people might not even like you.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I
impossible.
can't imagine that.
Well, if we just spooked him into doing the right thing instead of teaching and guiding him to do the right thing, well, then maybe when he wasn't spooked anymore, he'd stop doing the right thing. And instead, you'd be looking at a criminal instead of a dead guy.
Well, what if you did both? What if you did both? What if you spooked them and also guided him?
Spooked if he was a criminal and a dead guy?
I don't know, Belroth.
I'm not sure there's either of those are connected.
I do.
Honestly, Mr. Nightholder, that's honestly a really interesting point, and I think it's kind of a cool thought exercise that maybe as a group we should look into later. Look at the way that our families brought us up, and maybe the way that we engage in arguments or fight in because of it.
I don't think we have to do that.
I think it could really help improve, if we're trying to work together to save the world, I think it could maybe help.
That's a cool idea for you, maybe.
I'm fully for this. I think
seems
that
hard.
not every fight is bad, and I think we have to just work on our communication.
That's a really cool idea for you to have, Belroth. Anyway, can we talk more about this gray lady?
See,
just super
the children
invested.
love the spooky stories.
I'm an adult, man.
Well, then why do you want to listen to the spooky story?
Well, I just want to hear more about how it might pertain to our actual current events, man, rather than you know.
I'll remember some more by dinner time, I'm sure. This will be a great way to talk about these things in front of your mother, as old stories she won't care about.
Well,
You know, Skarpin, I feel like your mom and my mom would get along really well.
yeah, it seems like it.
That's cool.
I think she's just... I think she's just really... Since we found out that you're half dead, and that, like I said, things haven't been so nice on the road, and your brother got hurt, and I think just in general, it's a lot. It's a lot for her to handle.
Okay, yeah. No, I'll say that these four have been doing all this crazy stuff, and we'll talk about it. And I'll say I'm trying to talk them out of it and be safe like me.
Yeah,
Because she's gonna be real worried about you guys now too.
We'll just say
so you know.
that Skarpin was whenever there was a fight, Skarpin was in the back only healing us. That was all he was doing.
Yeah.
We'll weave an elaborate tale about what he was doing. Which
Designated
was that.
healer, really good.
I don't know what you mean by that.
I mean, it's like that kind of minor sort of stuff that we learn in like the first year.
You would have someone do how is that useful?
I mean, they keep
right.
on asking me to do it, so I just do it. I don't know. Dad, I don't know.
It's useful when you're dying and then you're magically better.
Just feels like there's better uses of magic, that's all. I don't know. It just seems weird.
Oh, Dad, good to see you.
Oh, good to see you, son.
That's cool.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I feel like we should get to dinner.
Yes, yeah. They're setting up. We can go and sit and
Good.
talk some more, and I'll see if I can rack my brain for any old stories I got rattling around up here. Come on. And he waddles over to the center of the campsite that's set up. There's a fire set up. He sits on a log bench that's been laid out. It's a piece of one of the carts that they lay out as a bench. Everything is multifunctional. As you look around, all of the pieces of the caravan have broken down to be furniture, to be small structures. This whole thing is designed as a big traveling affair, and you can tell that by the way it's already set up and everyone has their place and their role, that this is common. They just go from place to place. They set up their little village. They live for however long they live there, and then they pack it up and head off again. And they are ready for that. There's a half dozen fires set out across the campsite with people all around them, sitting and talking and eating. And as you all take a seat around the fire, Heath's fire,
Heath's hearth?
Heath's hearth.
Heath's fire.
Conifer comes over immediately with a cup of tea for Skarpin. She says, drink this. It's very important.
Oh, thank you.
It might. I'm hoping it'll just, cure the whole thing.
He downs it immediately.
Yeah. It's hot. Yeah, very hot. Also, real gross. It just tastes like sticks.
It's delicious, Mom.
She says, okay, well, I'm making you more, so good. And then she just wanders off.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Hey, another thing that we should probably talk about when Mom's not here. Remember when I became of age and you gave me the kind of family artifact, Grandma's shell?
Oh, I didn't know what conversation we were talking about. Yes, yeah, the shell.
Yeah.
Oh, how is Grandma?
She's did well. She protected me and still protects me, but she doesn't exist anymore in the physical form of a shell. Is it? Yeah. So I kind of lost it.
She can finally rest.
Well, she's in here.
And he points to his chest, and there's nothing on the outside, but
Yeah, she's in here in all of us. Yeah. Oh, it's good. I'm glad she protected you. Hopefully the destruction of the shell was, a heroic act, because that's a really, that really represents who she was.
Oh, that's great. Hey, and I like that. I also got this one now, and I figured we should find out who this is.
And he pulls out his current shield, which is the one that Deeran and Belroth and Ellori bought him, and shows it.
No way, you bought this shield on your own, man. We didn't.
They gave this to me as a gift.
That isn't even true, man. We gave you that stick.
Yeah, we gave you the stick. You bought the shell.
That might be true.
Picks it up, holds it up, like gives it a shake, flips it around.
Yeah, I tried that.
Yeah, I don't know who it is, but we'll find out.
Good. It's been very useful, but I think maybe you should hold on to it and find.
Oh, no. Look at this. You need the protection more than I do. And besides, we can draw the pattern out and consult the books.
All right.
And see if we can find it within the book of the patterns on people, on people's shells. And if not, when we meet up with other turtles along the road, we'll check their books and see if they can find the shell in any of their clans. And when we find a home for it, you can return it if it hasn't been, heroically destroyed.
Okay. I'll give it a shot just to save them some time, and then we can just tell them that's what happened.
Yeah. Now, of course, don't let it get unheroically destroyed. That's embarrassing.
Oh, no. I couldn't do that. Wait. Okay. Yeah, I won't.
You could, but I don't want you to.
That's fair, Dad. Sometimes.
All right, let me think. Let me think.
While you're thinking about that, I was just wondering, and Skarpin, tell me if this is like not a question you're supposed to ask as like a turtle or whatever. But like with your grandma being so heroic and you going off and joining this to be like so heroic, right? How did your brother hurt his arm?
Yeah.
It must have been doing something really heroic, right?
Oh, well, in a matter of speaking, sure. I mean, he was protecting the caravan from people who were trying to run us out of town.
Yeah, that sounds
The
super.
farmer attacked him with a pitchfork. It went deep into his arm. The tine. It's not funny, Skarpin.
I'm sorry.
Skarpin.
No, you're right.
He's hurt really bad. He might lose the arm.
No,
Yeah, but,
these farmers.
How old? Yeah, like tell us more about this farmer.
Well, I don't know. He was sort of a stocky build, red glowing eyes. I don't know.
That doesn't
You got
sound
stabbed
normal.
by a ginger.
Skarpin, I don't know. That doesn't sound like a normal farmer to me.
keep. Yeah, now that I would love to hear more about this red-eyed farmer.
Well, he looks at your eyes, Deeran.
Yeah,
I guess that's kind of weird.
they're green as
Now that
shit.
you mention it.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I assume not glowing right now.
No.
Yeah. And he looks at Ellori's eyes. She's like,
Well, they're.
not like that either.
I was gonna
No,
say
those are
They're
purple, but not
purple.
like that. Yeah. Almost, but not quite. There's a way more blue. He's like, I don't know. I'm not good at eyes. Okay, he had red glowing eyes. I don't know if that's normal or not, but
Mine are
it
yellow.
was- Okay.
I want it to be included.
it is kind of crazy that you and Freya have like the same color eyes, Belroth.
Never really thought about that.
You know, I think it's just cool.
No, I just don't think about my own eye color a lot. So that is cool.
I used to have the same color eyes as our favorite goat.
And then what?
Oh, the one you lied
And
about?
then, yeah.
Oh, no.
And then,
Did you lie about
Well,
the
you
eye
know.
color too?
no, you know, and she kind of like gestures to her mouth without opening her teeth all the way. You know, and then
had
she
to
points
eat
to her
the goat?
eyes
You
and
ate the goat?
You
no,
ate the goat?
I would never. eat the goat.
No, goat's delicious.
No,
You
no.
can eat goat.
I hate
Yeah,
goat
you
Yeah,
dad.
you cook it first.
You gotta cook it slow.
No, you can't eat a friend.
A nice lamb shank.
But you can,
Goats are for
You
friends,
can eat
not
a friend.
food.
Yeah, lambs are different, Belroth. Like, I'm shocked at how little you understand, like, animals. Or, like, how good you are at chimerology.
Lamb and goat are very similar.
They are totally different,
Lamb
man.
are
Well, they're-
young sheep, and sheep
Sheep.
are types of goats. They're within the same genus.
No, sheep are different animals from goats, Belroth.
I don't think goats are genies at all. I think those are totally different.
Just because they have cloven hooves don't mean they're the same, man.
Yeah, I knew a guy with actually, I'm pretty sure you have cloven hooves under those boots.
I
would
have
not
regular
be
feet.
surprised.
What the heck's wrong with you?
Oh, okay.
Belroth, are you a
Wait,
goat?
are you trying to say, what about that farmer? What were his feet like?
Can you imagine boots, cloven hooves and boots?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm doing it right now.
Seems totally reasonable. What else would you put them in?
Wouldn't go walking
guess
around with
shoes.
sandals.
I just
Right,
never,
yeah, sandals.
I would never put
Yeah,
boots on a
that's
horse.
that's ridiculous.
Silly. You wouldn't.
Why would you-
Boots on a
That's
horse.
just-
It's hilarious. It's rude.
One time I put boots on our goat, and it was really
Yeah.
funny to watch him walk around like he didn't know what he was doing, and his feet kept going
they
up
get
and
these, like,
down
They
and
just got a
wiggling
clumpy
around.
look on their feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
Oh,
had
so
he
hilarious.
loved that. That was back when we had the same color eyes.
Yeah. So, wait, did you not always have purple eyes?
No, they were brown.
Huh.
I used to tell my grandma I was sad because I had poop colored eyes. And she said, she always said, better in your eyes than in your mouth.
Dad, Ellery's grandma's so wise. She says stuff like, she tells us about the stuff she says like that all the time.
Sorry, I don't know.
I feel like she should have said, "Just wait," because it turns out you
yeah.
were fine.
Yeah.
Neither in your eye or your mouth. It's not better in your eye, by the way. That would have given you pink eyes.
It's true.
Nobody likes pink eye.
Yeah, I think you're right, Belroth.
Anyway, back to this farmer.
No, anyways, back sheep and
I
goats
don't
are
know.
both bovidae. It's actually a thing. They're both categorized similarly. I was being general. Anyway.
Wait, you're trying to say that they're cows now? Come on.
No, but
Cows
there
are
are some
definitely
families
different.
capridae. It's a thing. It's actually true.
Yeah.
Cows, sheep, and goats are all different animals, man.
Yes, but they come from the same.
Yeah, we all sort of come from the same
Right.
general place.
Yeah, we all
Yeah,
come
we
from
get
the
it.
earth. We return to the earth. We
yeah,
get
yeah.
it, man.
But you can categorize it so much deeper.
Yeah, 4 legs.
And we're trying to. Cow, goat, sheep. That's very deep. We don't have to go quite so shallow. You're the one who wants to put them all in the same box.
Yeah, what if you just separate them because they're totally different with the way
Looking
that they
for-
behave and stuff?
No, they have common ancestors. That's what I'm trying to.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. He had red eyes, and he said he was looking for someone. But
Who?
we didn't have them. I don't remember. It was very stressful. Then he started attacking us, and then the whole like village started attacking us. It was not good.
The whole village.
The whole village.
Did they all have red
Whole
eyes?
village.
No, but it seemed like the one with red eyes was their leader.
That seems odd, but something like that, exactly that happened to us too.
Yeah, you mentioned that. That's one thing that I thought was strange, but that was really recent. But I was really struck by the old stuff that I found similar, which I still haven't told you about.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot, honestly.
Yeah, we got a lot to get to here, I guess. Anyone want food? Does anyone want food? I
I
feel like
do.
I could just eat instead.
I'm
yeah.
hungry.
All right. And he just gets up and starts like ladling out stew for everyone. I hope you like stew.
I love stew.
Go, good. Good. Because
Yeah.
I don't have anything else. It's just got stew.
No, that's great.
I'll serve, of course. Belroth was very excited about stew. I'll give him stew. And looks like Ellori was real excited about stew.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead and enjoy this stew.
Thank you so much.
Both of Deeran's hands are out, like, so hungrily.
He like ladles in a stew and he like gives an extra scoop. And he's like, yeah, there you go.
As soon as, so I know going down the time a little bit, but as soon as Deeran is done with his stew, Ellori is going to kind of tip her bowl into his, or switch bowls or something, so that.
Yeah. Skarpin, can you eat stew?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what you can and can't eat anymore.
I can eat everybody.
You know, I just don't know what your life choices have done. So,
Yeah, no, I love Mom's stew.
All right, stew it is.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
He just like gives you a bowl of stew.
And he does what
He's
Ellori
like,
does.
There's some carrots in that stew. Can you eat the carrots?
Yeah, I love carrots.
He munches on one in
Okay.
front of him.
All right. Okay,
Yep.
good.
So good for me.
There is. Let's see what else. There's some mutton in that stew. He points at Belroth. Huh? Mutton?
Belroth
Some
points
mutton
back.
in the stew?
He's not sure why. He knows he's right.
Okay, great. Let's see, a story. Oh, every good meal needs a story.
I agree.
Good. Because I have a good one. One of the old. It's not a good one. It's a boring one, but it's a good one. It's an old one. An old one that they used to. My great grandmother used to tell all of the children. She would say that if you were not careful when you were out in the world, so you traveled around, going from place to place, if you lost something, right, you had to always search and find it, because if you leave it lost and we all move on from place to place, then one of the couple may find it. And if they find it, they will use it to find you. They will track you down, and when they do, they will turn you into a puppet, and then you will dance on their string as they search for the other. And once two become one, well, then all around them die. That's what they say. The story says that one time they did come together, and that they were sealed away beside one another, but hidden from one another, so that they could never ever find each other, because they are separated permanently.
Does the tales tell of where we can find them?
No.
Oh.
I mean, like, it's not that specific. You're supposed to avoid them, not find them.
Yeah, you're right, but what if we need to find them because they're one of the demons we're looking for?
Well, I would say leave a bunch of stuff around and then leave, and they'll find you.
That sounds scary. I don't know. What do y'all think? Like, this seems important.
It seems like every story about a demon or whatever is gonna be the lesson to stay away from them, and inherently our purpose is the opposite of that. So, and she kind of shrugs.
I mean, what could we lose to get found, I guess? I'm trying to think of the last time we maybe encountered one of them. How did they find us?
We did a job for Prudence. I mean, look.
Well, I'm thinking we did a job for Prudence, and then we got a note that warned us that something was coming, and then we got attacked by it. But how do we deal with it, I guess?
Well,
So actually, we were not doing a job. We just showed up asking for a reward for killing Old Scratch.
Oh, right.
Wait, you showed up yelling about the demon you killed?
Yeah. That was when we went into the dream, and I kicked his butt.
Yelling is like extreme.
Yeah,
you know.
It was a private.
Did you keep it a secret that you did it?
No, we told everybody.
Well, that's a problem, right?
Why?
Is it?
Well, I mean, if I know a guy and he's got a bunch of tough friends,
Yeah.
and then I kill that guy, and then I go around saying, hey, you know that guy who had tough friends? I killed him.
Yeah.
I'd expect his friends to show up.
Sure.
Right.
But that would imply that his friends have ways of hearing that. I guess that would imply spies, and frankly, that's a thing I hadn't really considered, considering, well, demons want to destroy.
Are there any of them who act as spies?
Yeah.
Great question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Which ones?
Skarpin, who was I working for? Who did you think I worked for? Remember in the
The
dreamscape?
accuser?
Wait,
Deeran was working for.
I was working for the twins, right? Is that right? I don't remember. I just remember how cool I was. I was like this underground spy guy.
I was so cool also.
I was a cool spy who had a friend, and like me and that friend, we would run a double cross.
I'll save you the searching, Mikey. Yes, it was the twins.
I mean, context clues, but I was like, oh, maybe. I didn't write that down at all for them, like spies.
But yeah, so like, I just remember, me and my friend would always do. Skarpin, how much of this like dream world did you build when like you were finding us?
Not much. The Old Scratch was very powerful in the dream and kind of set up this world that I couldn't do more than influence. I couldn't create much there.
Do you think there was more clues that Old Scratch put into that dream than maybe he would have meant to?
It's possible. I mean, the more realistic he wanted to make it, the more he would draw from his own knowledge.
I think I have something that could also, I just realized might help. Is all of the demons are associated with the 7 demon isles, right? Well, maybe not right. I think they are all associated. We have a set of isles that have been colloquially known as the twins. The Isle of the Sun and the Moon, because the sun is bigger and moon is kind of a crescent shaped and it looks like it's making an eclipse. What if time...
That feels kind of mean to one of the twins, don't you think?
What?
Like, one of them is a
Do you
full...
think the big one or the skinny one?
I'm not sure. It just seems like one is whole and one is just like a little bit.
No, like one is like cupping the
what
other
if one is
almost.
skinny and one is,
Well, one is like a sun that's like kind of shining out and the other is like cupping the other like a moon. It's supposed, like, they call it...
Yeah, that seems like it's prioritized in one twin still.
What if one's curled up in a ball and the other one is just looped around?
I feel like that
big
could
spoon,
be true.
little spoon situation.
Well,
Yeah, maybe.
We knew that there was something weird about their love for each other.
I still think that...
Spoons.
listen,
So I'm sorry, Belroth.
what I'm
sorry.
trying to say is there is a superstition on the island that when an eclipse happens, that those islands are dangerous places to be. But it was always seen as a old wives' tale, like a way to spook kids. You shouldn't be out during an eclipse, right?
Eclipses are dangerous. You never go out during an eclipse. We never travel on an eclipse day.
What I'm saying is, what if one exists during the day and the other exists during the night?
Yeah.
And they find each other during the eclipse.
So that's different from what I was going to say about the way Old Scratch, like, set up the dream where like me and Wesley worked together pretending not to work together, right? So like what if the twins aren't looking for each other, they know where they are, and they're trying to like, you know, not give away what they're actually doing by making us think that they're less powerful or whatever.
Oh,
That's tricky.
that's even trickier. Yes.
So it could be anything, man.
Yeah. Which one is it, Dad?
I don't know. Oh, I wish I did. I wish I could be like, well,
Yeah.
in the old stories, they say they only work together on an eclipse. I don't know. That's sort of an amalgam of everything, but I don't know. None of them check any boxes for me. You know, I don't remember anything like that.
Deeran, when is, just to humor Belroth, when is the next eclipse?
Well, the next visible eclipse, or like the next, because like there's always an eclipse somewhere.
Is that true?
The next eclipse.
Well, yeah, I mean anywhere. Like if you think about it, right? And Deeran points up at the sky, and he's like, "There's, I mean,
The next numeritan eclipse.
Deeran checks his like, he checks his own notebook, because obviously the phases of the moon and stuff are all going to be in his notebook, but like for
obviously.
fucking random shit like that has nothing to do with actual like fact.
Look, this episode's almost over. I'll go ahead and roll some dice, and
Why?
we'll see what the. I just feel like maybe
What's that noise?
any dice rolling should be occurring.
He has some more porridge.
Deeran, looking at your book, it looks like the next eclipse is just 4 days away. I've literally rolled a 4 on a D100, so here's the life we're living.
Yeah,
We're all in this together.
It could have been 100 days from now.
I was happy for that. I would have preferred that. Here's where we're at.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I like this.
Deeran points at his book and he looks up and he goes, like 4 days.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, well.
How far out were y'all when you got attacked by that farmer?
A couple of days back. If that farmer's still running after us, though, I mean, he was on foot, but he wouldn't have to be.
Yeah, you could ride a goat.
Could ride a goat. He was pretty big for a goat, though.
All right.
It'd have to be a big goat.
Like a cow?
Yeah, like a cow. Some other bovine. Hey everyone, DM Anthony here, just reminding you that if you're enjoying the show, tell your friends, tell your family, let people know, word of mouth, and you can support the show at patreon.com/adventureinc, or you can check out the shop at adventureincpod.com/shop. Make sure you check the show notes and the website for all our social media, including our Discord, where you can come and hang out with some great people. We'll see you there. And until next week, I wish you nothing but critical success.
Serious business.